Welcome back to yet another event guide for Project Sekai Global. I am your host Milk and let's get straight into it. The next event is called Step by Step and will run from June 20th to June 28th. This is a More Jump unit focused event in the Cool attribute and it is our first Arcender event. For more information what an Arcender actually is, you can watch my general guide I posted a few days ago. You can find it either in the card up in the top right corner of your screen or in the description. The commissioned song for this event is called Teamates and will be added to your inventory on June 20th. Teamates will be added with a Sekai version and a virtual singer version. The Sekai version is sung by More Jump and Kagamina Len in the More Jump tuning, while the Sekai version is sung by Hatsune Miku. The song does not release with any alternative vocals, and as of recording, there are no alternative vocals on the Japanese server. This is a Minori focused event, with the supporting cast being Airi, SHIZUKU, HARUKA, and More Jump Len. And step by step, story synopsis reads as follows. Minori finally revealed her decision on going to the credit system class with the other More Jump members. Before finally making this decision, she had her share of troubles and concerns, but she also had friends who supported her and gave her back a push to keep on moving forward. This is followed by the Afterlife that will be running from the 28th to the 29th of June. And when you participate, as always, you will get 300 crystals and a stamp. This time around, the stamp is of Minori and is called Focus on Being an Idol. And in the virtual shop this time around is yet another hat. This time around it resembles a plushie from the step-by-step story. And as always, a hat will cost you 3000 virtual life tokens or 1000 crystals to pick up. And of course we have an event gacha running alongside Step by Step. The gacha this time around is called Chest of Glittering Emotions and will be running from June 20th to June 30th. This is a permanent gacha, meaning that all 3 of the cards will enter the standard gacha pool once the event ends. There are 3 new cards included in the gacha, including Minori with the card I'll treasure it for the rest of my life. Minori is a perfect scorer skilled card, with the skill name being the day when we first spoke to each other, and perfect scorer skill will give you 110% score bonus for 5 seconds for perfects only at skill level 1. Minori's unique costume is called Brilliant Gem and will come with a unique accessory wearable only by Minori and a universal accessory wearable by everyone once they unlock the costume. The second character to get a card is Airi with the card in order to create better live streams.
値段はちょうど良さそうね。
Airi is a perfect locker skilled card with the skill name We Who Are Pursuing Our Dreams, and perfect locker skilled card will make all bads and higher become perfect for 5.5 seconds and grant a 80% score bonus for 5 seconds at skill level 1. Airi's unique costume is called Glitter Gem and will come with a unique accessory only wearable by Airi and a universal accessory wearable by everyone once they unlock the costume from the costume shop. The final character in the gacha is More Jump Len with the card Something Only We Can Convey.
だから僕は大丈夫かなって思ったんだ。
Len is a scorer skilled card with the skill name Straightforward Answer, and scorer skilled cards will give a 100% score bonus for 5 seconds at skill level 1. And Len's unique costume is called Sparkle Gem and will come with a unique accessory only wearable by Len and a universal accessory unlockable by everyone once they unlock the costume from the costume shop. We of course also have 2 exchange shop cards, Haruka taking the 2-star slot with her card Behind the Surprise, which is a healer skilled card. And of course these 2 exchange shop cards will be available through the exchange shop once the event unlocks. Moving on to the event team building, of course all 3 of the gacha focus cards will be available with their standard 70% bonus during this event, but as for alternatives with a 50% bonus, we do have a pretty nice selection this time around. Starting off with the focus character for this event, Minori has 4 available options for 50% bonus. This includes her release celebration gacha 2-star card, her 3-star card from the event Singing With You in a World Where Cherry Blossoms Dance, a single 4-star card of the limited variety from the event Connecting a Painful Hope, and finally, as a bonus, her Happy Birthday card from the first year. Airi, on the other hand, only has 3 available cards, including her 2-star card from the event Break Time for the Hardworking You, and 2 permanent 4-stars. The first 4-star comes from the event Color of Myself, and the second one comes from the event Chasing the Radiant Beyond the Blue Sky. SHIZUKU, on the other hand, looks a bit better with 5 available cards, including her 2-star card from the event Beyond the Dreams of That Day, her 3-star card from the Let's Restart From Here event, and 2 4-star cards, both being permanent. The first one being from the event Color of Myself, and the second one being from the event Chasing the Radiant Beyond the Blue Sky. And finally, as an extra bonus, SHIZUKU also has a Happy Birthday card available, hers just like Minori being from the first year. Capping off the main girls from More Jump, we have Haruka with 4 available options, just like Minori. Haruka has her 2-star card from this event's exchange shop, her 3-star card from the release celebration gacha, and 2 limited 4-star cards. Her first limited card is her Colorful Festival card, the second one coming from the event Connecting the Painful Hope. And finally, we have the Virtual Singers, and because this is a unit-focused event, all Virtual Singers with the More Jump unit tag can give the 50% bonus. This means that all Virtual Singers can also give the 40% bonus, granted that they have the Virtual Singer unit tag and the correct attribute. And this time around, Virtual Singers have 6 available cards with a 50% bonus. This includes the 2-star Miku card from the release celebration gacha, the 2-star Rin card from the event Cherry Blossoms Across Sekai Interconnecting Our Feelings, the Rin 3-star card from the Operation Secret Valentine event, and 3 available 4-stars, one of which is limited. The limited 4-star is from the event Connecting Our Painful Hope and is the Rin. And the 2 permanent cards include the Luka from the event Color of Myself and the Mako from the event Chasing the Radiance Beyond the Blue Sky. And as for cards with a 40% bonus for the Virtual Singers, we have 5 available options. This includes the 1-star Mako, the Greedy Judge Kaito card from the 7 Deadly Sins, the Happy Anniversary First Year card for Rin, the Happy Anniversary Second Year card for Kaito, and the Colorful Festival Rin from 2.5 Anniversary. And this time around there's only a single asterisk, being that the 2-star SHIZUKU from the event Beyond the Dream on that day has not yet entered the standard gacha pool. Despite this might not look like a great selection of cards, seeing as there's only 4 3-star cards and there aren't a lot of 4-star cards to work with, but I would say that this is one of the most beginner-friendly events we've seen in a really long time. The fact that 2 out of the 6 available 2-star cards is from the release celebration gacha means that people who pick More Jump as their focus group have them definitely, and most other people will most likely have at least one of them. Plus, the Haruka is an exchange shop card, meaning that you've already filled 3 out of 5 slots with 2-star cards without even trying. Sure, 2-star cards aren't as powerful as a 3-star card or a 4-star card, but the 50% bonus is really strong. And this is not taking into account that you could have sniped one of the 4 3-star cards during your summons if you're a new player, or you might even have one of the really old permanent cards available in the pool. Say that you have the Minori, the Miku, and you exchange shop card, pick up Haruka, and you have gotten the SHIZUKU or the Rin 3-star cards, you have 4 out of 5 slots already filled, and then you have the 1-star Mako available with a 40% bonus as a new player. So while the selection might not be the greatest if you're not a More Jump fan, for a late game player who wanna use a lot more 4-stars and 3-star cards, it's still a pretty solid selection and makes it so that most people can build a team with a 250, if not a 240% bonus. Especially seeing that there are some high value cards in the pool for 40%, both Kaito and Colorfest Rin being available, and most people having them, if they own them, already ranked up to Mastery Rank 2 too, which means that they are also a 50% bonus card. So this event feels a lot more beginner friendly when it comes to team building than a lot of events we have seen recently. Still, as always, I hope everyone can put together a team with a 250% bonus, if not 240%. But there isn't much more to say about the event team building, so let's move over to the future usability of the cards. And this time around we have a real doozy of actual usability for these cards. Because of there being so many events that these cards are used in, I will actually do it in order of event release rather than going by gacha/exchange shop cards. First one to see use is of course the 2-star Haruka from the exchange shop in the event Step by Step, the event we are currently looking at. She is a cool attribute 2-star after all, and therefore she does see use during this event as a 50% bonus. And of course she's only ever available with a 50% bonus during this event, as she is an exchange shop card, meaning that a 2-star is highly valuable to pick up during this event. Don't think I need to elaborate much more on Step by Step, so let's move on to the next event where these cards will see use. The next event any of these cards see use in is the event The Warmth That Guides Us, that will run from October 31st to November 6th. This is a More Jump limited unit focused event in the cool attribute, meaning that all 3 of the gacha characters will give 50% bonus, as well as Haruka. In The Warmth That Guides Us, Haruka and Airi will be available with a 70% bonus, as they are limited cards during this event. Minori and Len, on the other hand, will only ever be available with a 50% bonus, as Len is not the focus virtual singer and Minori is an exchange shop card. This means that the Minori and the Len from the gacha are higher value gameplay wise than the Airi, since they are only ever available with a 50% bonus no matter what you do, while Airi and Haruka of course are available with a 70% bonus if you were to tier both Step by Step and The Warmth That Guides Us. But it is also worth mentioning that the Haruka is higher value if you have no plan on summoning from The Warmth That Guides Us, as she is an exchange shop card and you should always, like we talked about during the Archender episode, pick up exchange shop cards. The next event any of these cards see use in is the event Over Here, Over There Zookeeper Experience, that will run from December 10th to December 18th. In this event, Haruka and Minori will see use, with Minori being a 70% card available in the Over Here, Over There Zookeeper Experience gacha, while Haruka is only ever available with a 50% bonus, as she once again is an exchange shop card. This once again means that the Minori from the Step by Step gacha does have a lower gameplay value when it comes to tiering both Step by Step and Over Here, Over There Zookeeper Experience, but Haruka is instead much more valuable, as she is a 50% card whatever you do, and again in Step by Step she is an exchange shop card, meaning that she's free to pick up. This is followed by use for SHIZUKU in the event The Scars Left Behind with Time, that will run from February 20th to February 27th, 2025. This is a more jump unit focused event in the pure attribute, with SHIZUKU being one of the exchange shop cards, meaning that she's only ever available with a 50% bonus for this event. This once again means that it's very important to pick up the exchange shop SHIZUKU, as she will only ever be available with a 50% bonus for said event. After that, Minori will see use alone in the event Rise as One, or 3.5 anniversary as most people will remember it. Rise as One will run from March 30th to April 8th and is a limited mixed event in the cool attribute. Akito, Honami, and Kaito are the focus characters of this event, meaning that Minori is an exchange shop card, meaning that once again she's only available with a 50% bonus, which means that the Step by Step card is of higher gameplay value, especially seeing how few options Minori has for the cool attribute. The final event any of these characters will see use in, as far as we can currently see on the Japanese server, is the event Lead to Shine More, that will run from June 10th to June 18th, 2025. This is a more jump unit focused event in the cool attribute once again, meaning that Haruka, Len, Airi, and Minori will all give a 50% bonus during this event. And available in the gacha for this event is Haruka, SHIZUKU and Kaito, meaning that Haruka is the only one of the step-by-step card with a 70% bonus during this event. This means that Airi, Minori and Len are all of higher gameplay value, as they will only ever be available with a 50% bonus during this event, while Haruka will have a theoretical lower gameplay value, as she is available with a 70% bonus if you were to pick her up from the exchange shop and then summon from the event Lead to Shine on More. But once again, the Haruka from the exchange shop is a free card that doesn't cost any crystals and therefore is a safe option to pick up, especially seeing how useful she has been in the future. But that is all of the future usability for these cards, and it's clear that these cards see a lot of use, meaning that if you're interested in step-by-step, it sure is a valuable gacha to pick up these cards from, especially seeing how few 4-star cards were available during the 50% team building selection. But with that, I don't have much more to say about the future usability, so instead let's look at the future limited costume for Len, Minori and Airi. The first one to get a limited costume is Airi during the event Hectic Cafe Wreck that will run from July 31st to August 10th and includes Sasaki, Mizuki and Airi as the focus characters. This is followed by Len, who gets a costume during the event Let Your Sound Resound throughout this Sekai that will run from August 31st to September 9th and includes Luka, Miku, Len and Rin as the focus characters. This is followed by Minori, who gets a costume during Hello Good Day, or as most people will know it, 3rd anniversary, that will be running from September 31st to October 10th. Hello Good Day is also tied to a colorful festival and includes Meiko and Kaito as the colorful festival cards and Minori, Tsukasa, Ichika and Kanade as the event focus cards. This is followed by The Warmth That Guides Us that we spoke about earlier that will run from October 31st to November 8th and includes Haruka, SHIZUKU and Airi as the focus characters. Minori then gets another costume through the New Year's Colorful Festival that will run from December 31st to January 4th, 2025, and the two Colorful Festival cards are SHIZUKU and Minori, with the event characters being Shiho, Leonid Meiko, and Mizuki. And this is capped off with Minori getting yet another costume in the event In My Fairy Tale that will run from May 31st to June 10th, 2025 and includes Nene, Minori, and More Jump Luka. As for rerunning gachas, we do have a small selection this time around, with Sporty Girl Gacha rerunning in mid-July and then having its second rerun already confirmed for late May 2025. Scream Welcome to the Wolf Forest will have its first rerun in early November, while 1.5 Anniversary will have its second rerun in late November. Flight to the Future will have its first rerun in early December, with Scrambled Flowers having its second rerun in late December. And the final rerun that we currently can see that has Airi, Minori or Len as the focus characters is the Naive Voice That Carries Out to You that will run in late April of 2025. So you don't have a lot of options when it comes to rerunning gachas this time around, but you do have a lot of options when it comes to future new limited costumes, 2 of which are also colorful festivals, which are highly valuable gachas because of their 6% drop rate. We also in all this have a unit focused limited event, which are quite rare to see. So if any of these new limited gachas caught your eyes or one of your favorites are rerunning, you might want to hold off from summoning from step by step and wait for one of these future limited gachas to roll around. But with that, we have arrived at the final question. Should you summon from the Chest of Glittering Emotions gacha? And should you participate in the Arkender event step by step? And the answer, as always, is a resounding yes. If you love these cards and you have the crystals available, you should always go for the cards that will make you the happiest in the long run. But with these being permanent events, I can remind you all of the stipulations if you're still unsure if you're going to summon. Permanent events means that these cards will enter the standard gacha pool and you can get them through a myriad of other ways after the gacha concludes. This includes things such as free summons that we get during anniversaries, paid gachas such as pick lists, happiness packages, or costume gachas. And you can also pick them up for 30 green tickets at this time next year if you want to through the exchange shop. This unlike limited gachas who get put into a vault where you can't get them until their gacha reruns. As a counterpoint, this time around the cards have seen an immense use in the future, and the selection of 50% bonus isn't the greatest for this event, meaning that these cards will really be usable in the future if you do wish to summon from the step-by-step gacha. And I can definitely see why people wanna summon from this gacha, as it is a super pretty gacha with really cool costumes and card art and has that emotional value of being part of the second arc ender for more jump. But as always, it is your crystals and your account, and you should go for the cards that will make you the happiest, no matter the other reasons surrounding them. So down in the comments, tell me, are you excited for Step by Step, or are you excited for any one of the other 5 arc ender events? Also, I want your opinions on something. I am considering removing the future limited costumes from this guide, as in both the reruns and the new ones, as I've seen a lot of people talk about them not needing it, and I'm wondering if it's a common consensus that the future limited costumes and also the future reruns is not a needed part of these guides. I wanna know what you guys think, as it would shorten down the video a fair bit, but still the videos can turn out quite long depending on what selection we have for 50% cards and also what future usability the characters do have. Please share your opinions down in the comments, and I also wanna tell you guys that we're very close to hitting 10,000 subscribers, so I wanna make sure that everyone has subscribed and rang the bell if you made it to the end of the video. On top of that, we are celebrating my first anniversary as a YouTuber in a few days, as my first video was posted on June 30th for the Sporty Girl Gacha. Do you have any videos you wish to see as a 10,000 subscriber special or a 1-year anniversary special, just like Project Sekai has their own anniversaries? I feel like I'm asking for a lot of opinions, but I also want to communicate with you guys, as without you, I wouldn't be anything. And that's why I once again want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart to making it to the end of the video. If you could be so kind, could you also like the video and share it if you made it this far? And for the first time, I have a fan art feature to show you guys. This one comes from Ella, and she has made a absolutely amazing piece of my Sona Milk. Like, I am so ecstatic, and I think you can actually hear it in my voice, because I never in my life thought I would get fan art featured of me. Please, everyone, go check out her Instagram profile that I've put in the description. She really deserves more followers. God, I am so giddy about this. It's such an amazing piece and it's so beautiful. I cannot even express how fucking cool this is. So once again, check out her profile down in the description, because she really deserves more recognition because of her cool art. And if you wanna send your fan art to me, do so via my Gmail, available in the description and also in the About page on my YouTube channel. Maybe I should set up a social media soon, so you will have a hashtag and or a profile to send it directly to, but for now, if you have fan art and wanna be featured in a fan art feature at the end of the videos, please send it to my Gmail. But with that, we have made it to the end of this event guide. I will not keep you here any longer. See you next week.